Why is it that some people also started with me in 2016 and they're nowhere to be found in the business? Because they didn't engage the principle that I'm about to teach you today, the understanding to build to last and not to build to make money. Remember the essence of this meeting. We are here to build to last. If you're here to make just money, that's okay. I won't convince you otherwise. I can only encourage you to look beyond just making money. You need to build something that will last for you and your family. That remember that you used to have it is not convenient for the people around you. When you say that someone used to have money before, and so what about now? It's what you bring to the table today that matters. So if you have money, if you have a lot of money, I encourage you to build something that will last if you haven't done so already. So we're going to go into the meeting immediately. Good. All right, so how to build your business to last. How to do? Let's learn from Peter. Peter became resourceful and creative, and he recruited 1,000 people. Aha. So the people won't appear from nowhere. You need to recruit. Aha. You need to connect. Aha. You need to sponsor. I love this part, guys, because that brings power to us. But hey, let's dissect these people. Let's dissect, okay? Because this is the only factor that is within our purview. Our partner, but you don't need to go and look for the partner. We already have them. The value is already there. So the only work we need to do is to connect people in what we do, right? So let's dissect it. Now, how to build your people. First of all, you connect your people, all right? We have the systems, we have the tools to make that happen, especially for new guys. Number two, you train and empower your people. Number three, you lead your people to profit. Number four, then you will profit indefinitely. So there's a progression to making sure that you build your people. There are 4 steps to making sure that you build your people. Number one, you connect your people. You have to connect them. You have to recruit them. Now, after recruiting them, what next? You have to train and empower them. Because I'm going to explain to you what happens and why people don't get past that level of building to last. They recruit people. Yes, they do. But what happens? They abandon those people. They don't get to the stage 2. All right? So you have to recruit, you have to train and empower them. Anybody you recruit, if you recruit 1,000 people, you have to be patient enough to make sure that you train and empower them. And then they're empowered, all right? So you have to also watch them profit because you're not using them. Leverage is using other people's time and money, right? That's the fundamental definition. But in the business we do, practically, we don't use people. Yes, we build people. If you use people, you make money for a season and that money disappears. But if you build people, you make money for life. Why? What does it take to build them? Train and empower, lead them to profit, then you profit indefinitely. So when you empower them, also watch and make sure that they're making money. And once they begin to make money, these things are difficult, but let me show you how to break it and make it easier for you. For you to build people, you must be a leader. So let me show you what happens in terms of building people. I'm going to draw it out so you have a better understanding, all right, before we close. I hope you're getting value so far, all right? So let's consider someone like James, okay? And this is Peter. So now the question is, no, let's not use Peter. Let's use you, okay? This is you. So this is James. Now let's assume that someone like James wants to build a system. all right? And James is ill. So the doctor says, hey, James, you can't carry buckets again. Look for another business. So he was introduced to this kind of business. And he was told that if you want to build a system like your friend Peter, that you can do it in this business. So James, super excited. James is finally, I am going to be like Peter. All right, finally, I'm going to be like Peter. But what the problem with James is that James is still remembering that he's owing. He's owing rent, he's owing school fees, he's owing to get an engine for his car. So what does James do? James comes to build people or recruit people in this business because he was told that partnership has been taken care of, value has been taken care of, you just need to connect people. So James wants to connect people and James wants to do it fast. So James decides to connect 1,000 people. That's what Peter did. I need 1,000 people in this business. So what does James do? So James recruits number 1 person, number 2 person, number 3, number 4, number 5. James is on fire because he's remembering the amount he needs to pay out in debt. He recruits number 6, he recruits number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12, and James is going on fire. This is month 1. Month 1. And then month 2, James enters another mode. Boom, he recruits person 13, person 14, person 15. He is recruiting person 16, person 17, person 18. Woo! James is on ridiculous fire. Person 19, person 20, person 21, person 22, person 23, woo! Person 24. Now, remember in month 1, James made some money by recruiting these 12 people. But in month 2, he recruits another set of people, but all the people in month 1 are dead. Who knows why? Because he didn't build them, he only recruited them. But then, no problem, he's going to make money from the people he recruited in month 2. He's going to make some money, all right? But in month 3, remember he's looking for 1,000 people. He continues his recruiting, but the people in month 2 are dead. But he will make money in month 3 because of the people he will recruit. Hold on. This is like what James used to do, carrying buckets, me, myself, and I. He's only thinking about himself. James will never be financially free, even though he appears to be working in a system, but he will never be financially free. Yes, sir. But let's see what you would do differently. What is it that you do differently? Now, this is you, all right? But you're smart. And you decide to use a principle in this business. And you understand that you actually don't need 1,000 people, though. You only need to duplicate. So what do? You connect 4 people. Now, guys, I want you to stay with me here because this is extremely important. So you connect 4 people, all right? Connect 4 people and then build 4 people. Connect and build. Now, your 4 people also want to build their own systems. You're not using them. You're teaching them how to become financially free. So in month 2, so month 1, month 2, your 4 people connect 4 each. So that's 16. And they also do to them what you did to your 4. So your 4 learns that you don't only need to connect, you also need to build your people. So they also build. month 3. These 16 people connect 4 each, and that is what? 64. They build. All right? 64 connects 4 people. That is what? 256. 256. They build. 256 connects 4 people. That is what? 1,024. They build. Hold on. This is highly systematic. Remember that James was looking for 1,000 people, right? But here you have 1,024 people plus 256 plus 64 people plus 16 people plus what? Plus 4. That means you already have a total of what? 1,364 people. My goodness. Meanwhile, you only connected 4. Here's the magic. The magic is whatever these 4 people, 16 people, 64 people, 256 people, 1,024 people, whatever they do, you are making some percentage for life. Just like Peter's 100 naira, you're making some percentage for life. You're making some percentage for life. That money continues to come to you because you engaged a system of building people. You don't need to bother about partnership, it's already done. You don't need to bother about value, it's already done. You need to bother on building people. And you will not be making 1 million from each person. No, you're just making 5%, 10%, 20%, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4%. Little from these numbers, boom, is entering your account on a daily basis. When you multiply everything together, we're talking about 5, 10 million, 20 million every single month. Depending on now, if you're now a businessman, what you now do, you now come to this side, this line is already working. You now build another set of 4 people. This is you. You build another set, you start again, build another set of 4 people, all right? Build them. Then these 4, teach them how to get 4, and that's 16. You build them, and that's what? 64. And guess what? In your second or your third year, you have another line of new 4 people. In the third year, that means you're going to town B. Come on now. You are now in town B. Then in third or fourth year, you open up another 4 people. That's another town. Now, depending on you, why am I saying 4 years? Why can't you do that in your third month? Because there's a possibility that this your first town, this your first set of people have not grown properly yet. I'm dissecting it. All right, I don't want to complicate it, but this is the mindset you have to have. So once, how do you know? How do you leave this side? So let me clear this and now show you how to know that you have built this side. Okay? How do you know that? Now, it is when you sponsor, let's assume from that 4, let's take 1 out. So you sponsored IK, and you have helped IK sponsor 1 level, 2 levels, or the second level, and then the third level. 3 levels deep. So IK, you've helped IK, you've watched IK sponsor this person. And you told IK, oh yeah, IK, teach 1 what I taught you. So 1 teaches 2. And IK teaches 1 because you taught IK how to get 1, right? Then IK teaches 1 how to get 2 successfully. And then IK tells 1, this is how it works. So I want you to teach 2 how to duplicate. Then 1 says, no problem, IK, I'm going to do that. So 1 teaches 2 and 2 connects 3. This line is built. Then remember that you have IK, Chidi, Paul, and Aisha. So assuming they are your 4 people. So you have to do the same thing to Chidi. Help him to sponsor 3 levels deep. Help Paul to sponsor 3 levels deep. And help who? Aisha to sponsor 3 levels deep. You have built them. Don't worry, the 1,000, it will get to 1,000. Trust me. It happened to me. I'm not telling you what I read in the books. It happened to me. So you can now go ahead after you have built IK, Chidi, Paul, and Aisha. You can now select another set of 4 people and then build them. Then next year, you select another set of 4 people and build them. Then you are now skilled. At this time, you are skilled. So maybe 3 years later, 4 years later, you can now do that in 3 months. You now select another set of 4 people. In 3 months, you build them. 3 months. After 3 months, you select another set of 4 people, you build them. What are you doing? You are opening up towns, different towns. And before you know it, you have access to 10,000 people, 5,000 people, and you're making little money from all of them. And there's money everywhere. You can now begin to make real estate deals, Forex deals, investment deals, because your money is tight. That's number 1. Number 2, all of these people you're building, remember that they're making money. So you're not using them. That they are built means they're making money, because for IK to connect 1, IK will make money. If 1 connects 2, IK will still make money. If 2 connects 3, IK will still make money. So, and all of these people, of course, if 2 connects 3, 2 will still make money. So everybody's making money in the team. So, but then it's from that nobody's lacking in the team. Nobody's being used because everybody's being built properly. But do you know what happens? James won't do this because he tells you, I have money, I need to make money, I'm owing people. So he doesn't have that patience to build people, and he's still suffering today. But look at me, 5 years later, I'm making super money and I'm advancing because I'm getting new sets of 4 people and I'm building them. So if you want to build to last, you already have the system, you already have the value, just build. So I've spoken in vague terms. Now, how exactly do you need to build in this business? How exactly do you need to, what do you need to tell them? What do they need to know? What does Aisha, Paul, Chima, and IK, what do they need to know? Because you're new. So what you're going to tell them is very simple. It's extremely simple. SMO. That is the beginning part. Now, help them to rise the ranks. Show them the ranks. Let them aspire to rise the ranks, because the more you advance, the more you get recognized. The more you get recognized, the more relevant you become to people around you. The more relevant you become, the more easy it is for you to connect other people. All right? Uh-oh. So that being said, this is exactly how to build to last. And someone asked me a question. I was in a home lunch, like a business lunch, and the question the person asked me was this: How am I sure? That's after the presentation and everything. I just wanted to close down. And he asked me a question. How am I sure that this will not collapse? Like, I mean, they've seen network marketing businesses, and there's a possibility that there will be saturation. How will it happen if there's a saturation? That means you can't make money again. I smiled. And I said, I hear you. You're absolutely correct to feel that way if there's a saturation. But let me answer you the way, in the practical way. I told him that in 2016, when I started, AIM Global had already started in Nigeria in 2012. We just started in 2016. In that presentation hall, guys, listen to me. Somebody asked the same question, 2016. What if there's saturation? But I wasn't the one that asked that question. I was the one that made a decision to start. While somebody was asking that question, 5 years have passed. The person hasn't advanced. I have gotten to a place of abundance. So what does that tell you? There can never be saturation. So I wasn't answering from a point of view of theory. It was a practical point of view. So the same question you're asking today, somebody will walk and run with the business while you're still asking, what if there's saturation? 5 years later, that person is financially free and you're not. And the reason is, theoretically, there can be saturation. That is, if everybody's doing the business, so who are you going to connect? In reality, it can never happen. Theoretically, it can happen. Realistically, it can never happen because of the law of demographics. People die every day, people are born every day, right? So that's how life is. So, I mean, if you look at the NYC structure, Youth Service Corps structure, people are leaving the camps. Over hundreds of thousands of people are leaving camps on tens of thousands, not hundreds, tens, going to hundreds of thousands leaving batch camp every year. These are fresh people being pumped into the society, to the workforce that will never get a job. And those who were alive yesterday probably will make it today. So because of this law, there will never be saturation. Am I making myself clear, right? So you need to understand that.